Might add a fifth coach or something, I don't know. They won't make any changes. They're stuck with that for the year. They're ride or die for the year. Okay. Heretics on defense, Fnatic on attack.
Same on the other side. Some of Durka's performances in their matches again versus Na'Vi were utterly insane.
Well, that completely wrecked their idea here. They got to respect this now.
Little angles to play from on the defensive side. Like
Heavy punish over towards middle, two people tube, and they're just gonna let him get out A. That recovery is ridiculous. Would be nice for Heretics to win a pistol. It's 0-2 at the moment.
Team Heretics, they've got two. The only thing they've lost is the sight, and as a plant comes in, it's a two-man disadvantage. The Fnatic have to fight back from. Look at the damage too. A good shock dart, though it doesn't land. Still could have been deadly for these players.
Real danger
this is a cool setup.
Position, but it's not
yeah, they haven't really got any map control. And three people on Fnatic all have classics.
Util for Boaster's going to be completely denied. Isolating these fights, not going to be easy, but he has managed one. Flash is going to make things awkward, but Boaster's still on his ground. It's going to have to be an ace for the IGL if they're going to be able to take this one over the line, being pressured from multiple.
Whoa! Oh no, he was so sure he was wrapping around. Respect, man. That was a good try. I was looking at the guns thinking they're out of this. Right, 1-2. 1-2 in terms of pistols.
Going to be quite as upset after that. What a start. 4 kills under his belt, but the pistol slips out of the control.
Boo looks surprised.
Oh!
I don't
he got a reaction out of Boo. Now that's quite a day.
Pulled a muscle in his face, but
he didn't limber up before the game. He wasn't expecting that much of a surprise. What an attempt!
Yeah, he was so sure he was wrapping around it. It's just bad spacing.
I think all 3 players would be coming from 100%. The same spot.
He made the right call, but the wrong read in this situation. But nothing you can do about that. A pistol round.
I was gonna say it's a little bit bold, but sure, everyone's buying. Everyone buys from Heretics, so every single death that happens is pretty impactful. Straight up B hit, wall in. There's
difference in it. Expected to be online by then. 3 players spotted.
Nate's nice.
This site control seems to
there's one death.
There's a little sneaky play from Boasters, already just 2 away from that Viper's pit. Great snake bite that makes it easy for Chronicle.
Boasters doing Boasters doing bits, man. Okay, double death into this one. Do they keep the outlaw? And they're not even close to be able to change the guns up. So they at least had the outlaw. 2 people bought a and there was a ghost and a sheriff. So 2 people have to be light armor.
Things to get a little bit more difficult. I'd also make the assumption that Fnatic may play for an orb here. Now, obviously, you can do the same with the plant. You get the plant, get the Viper's Pit. I think it's one of those ults that you can pretty much wait for that to happen. And for now, at least, Fnatic look like they're just going to be playing.
But yeah, these are the 2 that can get one shot. We'll keep an eye on where Miniboo decides to go. Looks like Elbow.
Understandable for the round that's in it. A lot of weaknesses for Heretics. Miniboo's outlaw could be dangerous.
People have been doing this a lot with the Cypher default over towards A. I love it, man. The cage over towards here, so you hear if people push in over towards A main. You can sometimes have a trip behind it as well, but with the camera that spots tube, I like the default with the Cypher starting over towards A. I think it's super strong.
Good early denial by Fnatic as that advanced map control is taken out of Heretics' hands. They have to fall back into somewhat more of a gamble. 3 players on B, hoping that's where the hit comes in. But as we can see, and the Viper wall there as well. As we can see, it's the A site that seems to be the real target.
Mid control for Fnatic, so we're going to see this wall go in, and I mean, Heretics are just leaning over towards B.
Bait somebody into the fight.
Deploying drone.
Boo's going to be the major danger, but with the wall that's put into place, it just makes things so awkward. They've actually intentionally just blocked off where he is on the stairs. Alpha, or the timing, it could be everything. It's only gonna be the one,
I like this from him, though. That was nice. It's a good upgrade, though. Check out the afterplant positions. Boaster has a molly.
So much more still to be done, Leo. I thought he suspected.
That's a lot of people over towards A main. Got no vision block, though, for Heretics.
Fishy caught by Durka. Good read from him, and now this is where Leo starts to step forward, making his way towards that door. Plan being the defuse rather being tapped. It's being seen that that's not being stuck. Good kill for Brienne's. Follow up is there as well. trading over the weapons so he doesn't have to reload. He can defend right here and now. 3 kills already. Durka trapped in the corner.
A lot of damage. A really good bonus. It's a lot of damage. Anonymous Gifter, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the gift. Appreciate that.
Costly one.
Yeah, no, that's a really good bonus. Like, that was a couple of pistols, still a couple of bulldogs.
Yeah, this is giant round. There's only one person that can buy next.
Woot that was actually anything of real value, and they managed to drop 4 players while they do it. So, although Heretics lose the round, I don't think they're going to be too unhappy with that one. They now come in with Rien's on a Hunter's Fury, Neural Theft available as well, and only a couple.
Did he drop the weapon so the clone dropped out with a knife? Yeah. Dude, isn't that what Lofa always does? I tune into his stream sometimes, and he's always throwing his guns up before he does the...
Viper's Pit is still there. Both didn't use it just as a bolster to economy. He wants it for this.
Okay, so this is the big round. It's only Leo that can buy next. Somehow, Rain says it's much money as well, so one from each can buy next.
Might not be the A plan.
I guess he got a lot of kills.
I expect some shorties in the back pockets too if the credits allow. It seems like they do. Good flash for Woot.
Oh, the double flash. Yeah, that was nice. Did he turn the first flash into the second flash? That was disgusting.
Play towards the mid angle, which it had been before. We saw a lot of Heretics focused up there, but they were ready for that A play. And now the numbers thinned out down to 3. That Viper's Pit looks pretty tempting, if you ask me.
It's just whether or not Boast is actually going to be able to get him to position. He's so
3-person stack. Got no drone that's going to walk into this. Wall contact.
Into that back corner, while also having the
Only goes here.
Like, this is everything and more that Heretics could need to defend this. I feel like Chronicle's going to have to hit some crazy shots, and that's not what he was looking for. It may even just have to be a save now for the side of Fnatic, because going into a 2v5, okay, we've seen a fair few of them won, but it would be pretty optimistic.
Well, really, it's the fact that there's no flashes, right? There's
Dude,
no
it
way to get
can't get much better.
Like, if you can get that Viper's Pit
3,000 for everyone.
you could even get it done.
Armory buy, armory buy.
It's tougher and no way to
Still got a good amount of
into
util as well. Like, money's flowing after
Saving
this.
is the right call. There's a decoy put through on B, but no further signs of aggression from Heretics, who are happy to allow Fnatic to carry these weapons forward. Of course, it's not like anyone on Heretics really wants to be in a position where they have to buy something in the next round. Credits are pretty low, and this is a good money maker round. It's also a good lead extension, because now they're up 3-1.
I like this. Again,
What do you mean by gets a buy? So there's 12 teams. 8 teams go to groups. The 4 teams that win each region get a buy. So these are the 4 teams that win each region. And then 4 out of the 8 will go play these teams. Okay, so you get to skip all the groups.
And the thing I like about Heretics is they're very happy to just take that advantage and leave. They're not going to overcommit, they're not going to overface, they're not going to risk too much and allow Fnatic back into the round. Both players take that initial fight and then they're gone. And while for Fnatic, this round's going to be all about heroes. Can Durka or Leo put up enough numbers to pad the gaps? Get them into a late round, that Viper's Pit still there.
Could be one of those games where we end up saying that for quite a while.
2 hero guns. Durka gets a kill, he gets his ult. Not that we would really want to be using on this round. Heretics are just fighting middle all of the time. And this time, we don't flash through, we actually just walk behind.
Taking a lot of damage. And the push up from Heretics is strong. I mean, it all depends, though. If they lose this control that Rien's is holding on to,
and they get the kills in the back, and they just weren't expecting it. This is lovely from Heretics, man. They are dominating middle right now.
The shots aren't quite hitting, but he gets there eventually.
Looks like they got some good reads into this.
The spike is down, but Durka has ult to try and retrieve it.
That's the last thing that Alpha wanted to do. He was trying to be so sneaky. And then the Neural Theft utilized by Benji to sort of just reveal him in the backlines is the worst possible scenario, and Boo just holding his ground. Good cleanup.
Really nice round from them.
A 4-1 start on this defensive side, and well, Fnatic didn't have a mass amount invested, but I think there's already going to be some alarm bells ringing with the fact that just the mid push that came in from
Hello, Riv. How we done?
Goal to just go walking all the
Good
way
morning, right? I guess. Time for you. Yeah, it must be.
That's got to be frustrating.
I know exactly.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you can see from this perspective.
Fnatic, I mean, they're definitely getting a little bit outplayed right now. They need to maybe do a pause, maybe talk about middle.
Really enjoy, especially when you've got those weaker weapons. Sending someone up through tube, playing on the back of the trap. This was an idea.
This team has so many hype men as well in terms of Heretics. There's like
Ult is used already by Durka.
there's so many
Good
players to
player
get
spotted towards
hyped
the A
up.
side.
It's sick.
Wood already
They
dropped
got
now. Durka looks to
a
finish
lot
that
of
build.
vibes.
He'll just go into it on
A
site.
lot of vibe
Looking to
players.
take a fight in the back of it, but they've lost Alfier. Now Control falls out of their hand, and the ult from Miniboo is going to confirm all
Heretics
these
are like the
positions.
opposite
They will now
to
know
NRG. They
potentially
have
know
5
where
vibe
close to
players.
win. The
Actually,
Hunter's Fury is
Miniboo
thrown
probably
for
not a
Miniboo,
vibes player.
searching for this
4 vibe
Viper,
players.
so they can manage to take down that pit, but there's no chance. The shots have not connected onto the right players. Pit still up. 3 versus 4, although the numbers favor Heretics. Getting through this setup will be very difficult. The flank out of Benji Fishy perhaps stands a chance of turning the tide.
Keep an eye on Leo here. Does have his ult. It's a solid angle. Dude, does he 2v4 ult? Kinda has to.
He will be down and out. Hunter's Fury by Leo is good. Takes down
And
Miniboo.
they
He's last
can
man
just
standing, not
jiggle
able to
this,
connect on
right?
the reends to shut him down.
Does
But
he
at
even
this
get there
point,
in time?
how can he possibly deny this
Oh
defuse?
man, they use so
He's
many ults
realized
into
there's
this.
no chance. He's getting out.
Yeah, the
That's
idea
a
from Fnatic
done
again,
game,
not
right?
bad. It was
Three
mainly
free
revolving
ults.
around having either a snake bite or the Viper Spit, which I don't believe is actually covering the spike plant. So the goal would be that they'd be low. I think one
Keep
of the
mixing up the
players
brothers.
was, but
Yeah,
the
did I
rest
say
were
Mini
not.
Boo
So
again?
I don't mind the idea.
Dude, Mini Boo's just living in my head. It's rent free. Every time I say Boo, I add Mini in front of it. There's too many Minis and too many Boos. We've got Mini, Mini Boo, and Boo. And my brain can't deal with that. It's too much. I need someone to change the name.
The fact is, the
And it should probably be Mini.
seems to await them at this stage, losing that first map in such a close fashion. And right now, they've not turned up to the races on map number 2.
Fnatic slow to start. Who would have seen it coming? Is there any way for them to get back into this game? Oh, it might just be over. Things we've said before. Things we've regretted almost immediately. A timeout for Fnatic. Typically where they bounce right back into things. A lot to discuss coming into this round. And
How did they not win that
it
round?
is an opportunity for Heretics to run away with things. They've got credits even if they lose to buy right back into it. This is where Fnatic's back is against the wall, but typically that's where they hit hardest.
It's definitely a worry, though. Like if there was
Did they
a
use
plan that
Did
I
they
was
use
kind of
Cypher
feeling
ult into
would
this? Chat, am I missing
go more
ults?
confidently in a team's favor, it would be this one.
I counted
Heretics
3
really
in
haven't
this.
shown much
Am
of
I wrong? Did they
since
use
their
more?
defeat to Vitality. They played it once this stage, once at kickoff, and that's it. We haven't really seen it whatsoever. We've definitely not seen it with Wu.
They
And as
used
always, it
all
seems like it
5
fits right in.
ults?
Miniboo thriving. Riyad's having
And there
a
were
great
3
game as well.
alive?
Right now, Boaster sat at the top of the board. The majority of his kills coming in the pistol round. Durka, though, it's looking a little bit more disrespectful. The pop flash, oh, just about.
Just. And this is a good change-up for them because mid has been dominated from Heretics.
And those numbers way down. You can see
Cage triggered.
good old-fashioned Fnatic pause. Here. Right off rip, able to take some kills, find themselves a favorable position to close out the round. Now they look to the B site. Now there is a rotation in play. Benji Fishy and Woot, 2 very dangerous players occupying this site. Benji's gone walkabouts. He wants to come through and clear mid. Boaster's got the angle a little slow.
Why is the
Benji
guy?
punishes ×2.
Where's the guy who's minimap
Spotted it.
watching
She'll take a
our
mile
first
already,
contact?
making it competitive for Heretics, but still the man disadvantage. The A site open, that's where the spike is going.
Watching here.
And now they know where both players are.
Yeah, they've already seen Benji, obviously, just moments ago, and then with
Spike
Woot being
planted.
spotted by the drone, that was everything
Shot.
they could have needed. Chronicle somehow still aware, and Woot. Not gonna give it another go, buddy? No.
Xenix, thank you so much, Xenix. 4 subs from you. Thank you so much. Chat, you know what to do. Just get the slug oiler spam going. Thank you for the 4 gifted, bro. Appreciate that. Thanks for the support, man.
Sticking it.
1 versus 3.
10 overall as well,
Spike
man.
ticking,
Thanks for that
really
support,
far
dude.
away, and definitely aware that someone is pushed up down here. Even gonna pop flash.
Did he
The
even,
read is
he
there
even
for
went
Leo.
for the flash?
Crosshair placement, just too good. Fnatic, they
Okay,
take
good
their
change
pause,
up.
break
Nice,
straight
nice
back.
timeout.
I'll be curious to see now what happens with that middle control, because the last few rounds, Heretics have been able to set up,
Punker-san as well with
get their
the
own
4
flashes
months.
in.
Thank you with the tier 1, mate.
Instead, Fnatic looked to
Thanks for saying that as well,
directly
dude.
counter that play. Now, obviously, it was only by a millisecond, so I don't know if they'll shy away from that altogether, but I believe we've seen other teams do that,
really
like
good
go
round.
for a mid play, it not work once, and then just give up on it for the rest of it.
Yeah, we have for sure. I think the second that your opponent sees you're trying to fight it, that's
Mini
where they're
Boo
just gonna
gets the
turn
op
and
out,
dump their utility. I
and
think mid
instead
is
of
a more
fighting
favorable
aggro
fight
over
for
towards mid,
attackers
they can
typically
now
than
wait
big
for the
Boo. Sat on
flash,
the
and then
A
he's
side,
going to
having to break
peek.
through
So
a
he's
choke
currently
point,
playing
or
anti-flash,
sat on the
waiting for the
side,
flash over,
trying
and
to
then he's
break
going to
through a choke
peek.
point.
So
Yep, mid's just
they
a
don't
little
do
bit
that
more
over
open,
towards
gives you a
middle,
lot of angles
and
to
we'll see
compete
if he
from. You see
decides to
those
change
late
it up at
lurks
one point.
alpha as well. It can be a big problem if you are dedicating a lot of manpower and a lot of players to that position. Their team Heretics, they have given it
People
up.
are low, but
You
this can
see
be a
it
drop.
completely. But the idea here is that Fnatic will probably go walking up. They'll probably test it again. Maybe
Nice
even
from
do the
Fnatic.
same
Got
swings,
on
the same punishes.
short
and
control.
that's where Miniboo from miles
Got A
away
main
could
control.
take that pick with the operator.
Drone goes
For now,
in,
though,
doesn't
a
see
very
anyone. They
slow
drone
approach to
close so
Fnatic
they can
attack.
clear this
Perhaps
corner.
expecting
Again, you
some
kind of got to
aggression,
drone within this area
more particularly
to actually
Alpha
be able
Air is the
to
one
check this
expecting that.
corner.
This position tucked in the
Molly
box,
goes over
Valvo,
towards water.
sometimes just plays no role, takes you out of the action, and that's the end of it. But sometimes it's massive.
Most has placed the wall they used previously for that A take.
Yeah, so they try and make it look like an A fake. The issue is that, okay, well, Miniboo goes down. He's just wrecked him. I was going to say the problem is that Miniboo has an angle with no wall anymore, but Boss is just annihilated him. Shot, man. How did he get two? Dude, Benji's one of the sickest anchors there is right now.
Trade out by Rienz, by Woot as well. Leaves Chronicle against the world.
Actually, it looks like you just don't want to go to his site.
Idea of Woot's position for sure, but Rienz and Boo have repositioned, have made it around to B main, where Chronicle will now have to have a crazy reaction to take both of these players down. They're pushing to go. Oh no, they've split up. Okay, maybe an opportunity, but jump up top right afterwards. Chronicle doesn't predict it. Boo's able to trade out. Heretics are able to win
fishy.
another round.
And Fnatic win a round and then they lose the next. So money's in the bin. This is a buy, this is a buy, this can be a drop, and we've got one person that takes a hit. And I guess it's Boaster again.
Just the other day from Fnatic on this map where they were very good at predicting.
Oh, he missed the middle.
They
That's
knew
right.
exactly where he was, and they were just throwing all of their utility into the back of the site. That's exactly what happens here, and Benji still comes out with 2 kills. And then just the quick reactions of Rienz and Woot to be there in time.
Shadow as well. Shadow with the Prime. Thank you for that as well, man. Thanks for the 2 months.
6 and 2. Fnatic once again left with
Take the op. Well, they pick up the op, and Boaster takes the hit, even though he is top fragging.
And they do have the ultimate for Durka once again. So that might be an opportunity to at least garner them some extra space.
They clone over towards B to see if there's a trip here. No trip close will probably increase the chance of this trip being up, so maybe they want to shock that. I'm gonna highlight this just so I don't have to watch it.
Much lighter on A. But there's an opportunity for Boo to pick one and reset into it, hiding from this Yoru ult. Durka's spotted him already. He's seen the op in his hands as well. That's a good opportunity for him to take him down. I thought he was going to commit on the back of the flash instead, scouting out the rest of the site now.
Oh, it's a free site.
They know they forced Miniboo back. They heard the teleport sound as the gate crash was used over on the stairs. Alpha has to be very careful, and he goes swinging into 3. An easy trade-off.
Oh, boy.
Durka. Things aren't looking good for Fnatic.
He leaves so many jaws on site. Boaster has double mollies, so maybe Heretics need to go a little bit faster. Yeah, he's so far away that the KO ult's gonna hit him. On him, right? Recon? Lost molly for Boaster.
And actually, here comes the fight back! Leo with 2! This round should have been all but over. It should have been done. And instead, Wu is going to try and fight forward.
Respect.
Look how far back he's
There was a lot of flashes on this one. Yeah, nicely done from Leo. Nicely done from Boaster. Just smoke into molly.
Now that's an old school Fnatic round if ever I've seen one. Get the
Yeah, and this kind of this after plant here is why a lot of teams have been leaning towards an Astra a little bit. Right, the Astra suck on top of this just means that after plants are pretty much a nightmare to take. As in like retaking a nightmare. Wait, that flash though.
And then you give Leo a chance to do Leo things. You know, that's what it's all about. You gotta create your own hope. And from the darkness, they've emerged 6-3. Round back on the board.
Bro, even Boaster can't believe it.
Blow with Heretics now, and a chance to string them together. We said Heretics had a lot of money, a lot of credits. Now that's starting to run a little bit dry after a competitive
pure disbelief.
Judge in play for Boo, but he's got his Viper's Pit to back him up.
So
Banji Fishy, who has been one of the big hitters for Team Heretics, is left down to a stinger.
Mr. Ratty.
Which close is strong here, especially when you normally have the wall, which they do like to use, but not on this one.
Get away with using this sort of weaponry.
Take flight.
Benji might have to break
Might
this.
put a spanner in the works. It's going to be the judge.
Yeah, well, they hear the judge.
They know
Now
exactly
it's like,
where Boo is. They've still got
you gotta go all the way around.
Somewhere.
That judge is scaring them. They push the
Benji?
backside instead. Benji's not aware. They're going to go swinging through the nade. There was a small gap allowing them to fight.
He almost got one. Leo went down to 13.
13 HP on Leo, but it's enough. He'll survive in towards main. Keep that control for them late on into the round. And there's a TP for Miniboo. He's just gone for it. And they didn't hear him, but they've heard him now. Leo's just realized the steps coming through behind him. At least I hope he has. I think he has. Maybe he hasn't.
Oh, he hasn't at all. They don't know this guy's here.
I don't know how Miniboo was able
Miniboo
to
shouldn't think that Leo's here.
them. And we know spike plans. This is very dangerous. Everybody's spread out. 25 seconds left and a need to make it towards the site. But with Rian's falling, that should make things a little bit more
Oh, the
doable.
timing is so off there. It's
Okay,
unlucky.
the timing not fantastic for Leo here either. He doesn't catch Miniboo rotating. And Tom, to be fair, I'm now a little bit scared. If this position is as much of a
it's not
surprise
even
as I
a-
think it will be,
Not a
he could
doable
grab a
round with
pick,
the map
and at that
control he
point,
doesn't have.
this round is winnable again.
He has no idea where loads of them are. Good save. They just got no money as well.
He doesn't know how much he's got away with. I think that's the more difficult thing is he may have
Land
managed to
sound?
thread
Yeah,
the
it might have been
players,
land sound.
but even still,
It's hard with
whether or
people
not he needs to
comment,
get 1, 2, 3,
white noise,
and then get
crowd
out of there with an
potentially if
operator.
someone
I'm not so sure.
talks on the mic and crowd
Fnatic are
is
gonna
loud.
take this one. And that's the thing, this was a round of flanks. The fact that Miniboo got as far as he did is terrifying, but look at where Alpha got to. Like, he walked all the way into their spawn, basically, to kill Woot in the backlines. And I think that the players with the low weaponry actually did a decent job. It was the rest of them just being sort of caught off by some of the angles that they lost in return. There was a bit more of a problem. Again, Fnatic at a mass deficit of 5-1 down, slowly climbing their way back into the half. Now, the last 2 times they played it, it has been dominant attack sides. 10-2 versus KC, a 6-1 to close out versus Na'Vi. The time before that, they went 9-3 versus Gentlemates, but that team was running a Phoenix.
Someone in the YouTube chat literally asked for this guy, and then he starts chatting.
I'd like them running it on other maps, I'll be honest, but Breeze is optimistic.
It is interesting. It is curious. I'm not sure what the ideas are behind it,
So
but I'm
worst
almost
KO.
certain I hate them. Heretics call a pause.
Dude, it's a lot of
Time to
Weber
touch base with
talking
the
when they do
coaches.
timeouts.
Fnatic have been winning the rounds right afterwards, but they're on a 2-round streak now. It's time to put a stop to
Heretics
it.
look like they get
6-6 half, still
a nice
possible,
buff
but
from
Heretics want that
the
lead
assistant
when they
coach being
swap
able to
sides.
speak in timeouts now.
Do they have what it takes to get there in terms of credits? Maybe not in this round. 7-5 could be the best thing they can hope for. Miniboo at least still has that operator. Everyone else on Sheriffs. And again, we've already seen rounds like this one, but I do think it's a little different doing it on Lotus than Breeze. You have to have the gamble right on Breeze. The second it comes to retakes, Fnatic should
Exactly
have
what
it
I'm
in the
saying,
bag.
Theo.
Not least because of their utility, but even just the range advantages they can hold.
Teats not at all.
Easy.
This goes here.
At this stage of
Not even. It wouldn't even make like
unlocked
1%.
without this Heretics roster at any turn.
I've helped him with like
Woot
2
having a
things.
rifle,
That's it.
Miniboo having an op. There's always going to be chances. Again,
And they're like real
it's
minor.
always tougher when you let a lead slip, especially versus a team like Fnatic. They're never going to be giving up. Boo's definitely given up a bit of information, but I think it was just bait. I almost believe it definitely was bait. Just tap the cage so that he's expecting someone close and then give Woot the angle. That's already a massive start. Another rifle into their hands and a player dropped their lurker in Alpha, yeah.
It's just getting more doable.
Ah, what?
A Viper's Pit for Boo, looming over the round. Fnatic.
Boo is literally
moving
just
towards
jump peeking.
site.
And his jump peek here might have seen the Sova.
Maybe Dirk
Okay,
is just
definitely
gonna
did
try to
now.
Take some more space. They've already been spotted. Shot rang out. Boo knows his players.
Oh,
close by.
pops.
It's
Oh,
gonna be
might have to
activated
flood
on the back
fast
of it.
here.
Flash is close.
Dude, he's got a lot
Doesn't
to
get
do
caught
though.
by it. He's got all this control to play with, but there's
Creates
the
a lot of
TP.
pressure
They
like
start
there's
to
2
look in the
here,
other
then
direction.
TP's back and
Moving
joins
in
his
through
mate.
these doors. We've
Crossfire's
seen
pretty
this wall
good though.
before. So have Heretics. They know what it means, what it often means at least. Good nade. It's actually forced Boo out of the ult, but they don't expect that. goes swinging into them, finds one, and he's back in safety. And with a shot from Benji,
Handled it
the
well,
only
bro.
man standing
Dude,
is
Heretics
Leo.
are sick.
A demon in clutches, but he's got so much to fight through. And
Boo,
the first shot is
Boo
the one
played
that
this
seals it.
perfectly.
Benji fishy on the Sheriff, picking up two
A
in a round
great,
like this. So
great plan
valuable
into this
as
one.
Heretics now find themselves 7-4 up.
Yeah,
You
I
think double
also
smokes and no
credit needs to be
sentinel
given
take
to
over
Boo.
Breeze after Viper
Beginning of the
nuffs?
round,
I
it's just
still think
baiting
Viper
for his
might be
team.
fine
I
on
think
this
given
map.
the firefight versus Alpha, the Viper's
No
pit
sentinel is a nightmare to
being
play.
forced out of it,
It's
but
great on your
finding
attack, but
value
the defense can be
nonetheless.
so hard.
While Benji's there to hit a couple of shots at the end, it's going to be 7-4. Half at least is going in their favor. And as said, from what we've seen recently,
It'll be pretty
Fnatic have
open.
been
It's going to be a sick
troublesome.
meta. Dude, as soon as the Viper nuffs come in and you give teams a little bit of time, this is the thing, we probably won't get like a good meta until maybe next year, which kind of sucks because you want to have like teams have time to work out what's actually good, but it'll be manic.
Nobody's here.
Teams will lean into Viper thinking the nuff isn't that big. Teams will think the Viper nuff is everything, so they won't use Viper.
A little bit earlier as well.
People use Harbor, people use triple initiator, double smokes. It's gonna be unreal. Whoa! I mean, that's straight through the wall, unless it dropped a little bit early.
Just about finding that, denying the post-plant Viper's Pit, post-plant Hunter's Fury, and now Alpha Year's caught on the lurk, trying to make up for lost ground. This is a beautiful stance to play from. Ult used by Miniboo, he even gate crashes.
No way, he gets his kill. No way, bro. This guy is getting away with pure madness. That's insane. Shout out to Heretics, bro. That's an impressive half. Yeah, good timeout on the 6-4. He TP'd pretty much next to himself, yeah. I don't think he should ever be winning that duel, but...
is on the cards if they're able to close this one out. Of course, it's always easier said than done.
What happened to? Is there even a... Did it bounce off his head?
That's what gave away where he's... Oh, that's ridiculous. Or was it the corner?
I'm not even
Yeah,
sure.
it looked like it bounced off his head. I think it was the corner. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because this guy was miles away. It was a great spam, though.
But here we go. Fnatic again, fighting from a deficit. The last map.
I think Paybrex is ahead of the Viper nuffs. Yeah, they're gonna have a fun time at Shanghai, I'm telling you. It only benefits them.
They won both when it came to Lotus, still lost the map. They've lost the first one
Again,
on this.
Viper's still legit, though, just because of how maps are made. And the wall is just unreal.
Darka may have been spammed down through the smoke last round. He wasn't happy about that.
I think the changes are great.
Pistol
Don't get me
round,
wrong.
defensive side sees aggression from Fnatic towards A main. Double push on Halls, and nothing found. Again, that early aggression.
Hey, this, dude,
Finding them at least some information.
this is lovely. It's like the 4-1 push, but with 3-1, because you don't want to give away too much space.
That's the spike. That's the spike, and it's dropped.
That's the spike down. That's such a problem already for them. They need Rians to fight back, and he's got to be careful because now there's another player looking to round the corner.
Alpha?
It's definitely not the cleanest to fight, but he is able to.
No, don't tell me they lose this round.
The spike has been taken, or at least it was for a second. Rians is still
Don't
alive.
tell me they
He's
lose
up to
this
4
round,
HP.
bro.
They don't know where Leo is. He's still looking to come up.
4
around the
HP,
corner.
70
Timing
HP.
is going to be absolutely everything. He's heard the steps, knows that they're going back towards the side.
Double
They're still
shock.
clearing everything else along the
Double
way.
shock
Will
with
give
someone
a little
4
bit of
HP.
time.
Whoa.
And more importantly, what is that? I don't know how Rians is still alive, but more importantly, he's put Leo to an even lower health than he is. They're looking to try and fight him, or at least reposition to get back into a better spot. Woot taking the aggressive position to try and kill him off early. And now this round looks all but done. The shot connected. 4 HP versus 3. Leo to try and turn things back from what looked like an impossible position just seconds ago. The shot
Heat Seeker.
could be what ends it because he's normally so good with these, but Rians has managed to
Damn.
dodge it and lands the shot in the end.
He was the one that hit the. He was the one that hit the original bullet as well.
But
What
he'll
a
survive.
insane pistol from him. Double pistol. I mean, we get two pistols, but Fnatic 0-2 obviously on this map.
Kill after kill found, and I mean, this started by them losing the spike. A lot of damage being done, and players on Fnatic just shredded.
Yeah,
That
I mean, the
walkthrough
double
from Woot
sheriff.
was unreal. How
5
he
kills
finds that
between the
much
sheriff.
value, I don't think I'll ever know, and that was a headshot.
Yeah,
through the
that shot there was the
wall.
one.
And a headshot not through the wall to finish him off. That's got to be a frustrating way to let that one slip.
Yeah,
but
so
for
2-0
Fnatic,
on this map in
I'll say
terms of
commiserations,
pistols,
'cause that's the
2-2
round
in
you
terms
really
of the
feel about
actual
when they're hitting
series
shots like that
itself.
with Los Niños.
And Fnatic go for a double push, but they like to do this a lot.
9-4. Heretics
Right here.
4 rounds away from making it to a final. A bit of an awkward fight to start, but Leo shouldn't be getting away with too much here. Doesn't have much support. Not a whole lot invested either. And one of the biggest surprise, Alfie really has been having a rough time there.
He's going to get unlucky with timing, or... Yeah, this other Cypher.
They've shut him down again and again. He won't
So
be catching that
lucky,
kill
man.
as they fade behind the wall, and although a headshot's eventually delivered.
I heard Benji make that call on the stage. I heard him go, "Bit, bit, 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 bit," like just screaming.
I guess he was jump peeking, right?
Yeah,
So he just caught him. The panic coming through.
He's so loud that I could hear him through the headphones.
Heretics are winning when they got 0 pistols. I think 2 pistols might be too many, yeah.
Oh, Fnatic have stacked B for some reason. I wonder why.
You're right.
Well, the plans come through. Miniboo low on HP and caught by Leo, but it draws him into the open. An easy trade, and all it does is delay the inevitable. A round win, double digits for Team Heretics.
Planted.
And dare I say it, a tough score line to come back from on the side of Fnatic if Chronicle cannot find this 1v3. Even if he can, still going to be 9-5 at this stage. So many players to take down, so much time left. So little time, rather, left to do it. I believe he'll just be playing the exits if he even gets a chance. Angle held and swung on by Boom. Nicely done, double digits for Team Heretics. This is Fnatic's map pick, Tom. I don't want to get ahead of myself. With any other team, I would. But at 10-4, it is looking spooky. I'll say that.
A.
It's looking
Oh my.
No, Tom, we did this yesterday. We literally were here yesterday.
I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna change my thought process. They can prove me wrong again. It's looking dumb.
How many times do they need to do it, Tom?
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. From this scoreline, they need to do it every time because it is absurd. The way that Heretics are playing right now, they look like the better team. 10-4 up.
Poison orb emitting.
Looking to get themselves almost confirmation. Like, if this round is lost by Fnatic,
Yeah, it's a must-win.
well, you're going to need one of the best pauses you've ever seen. Because I don't know if I can truly believe that the players on the Heretics side won't be able to
Got
squeak
to
through an
break
extra
the
couple of
trip.
rounds.
It isn't there, but
Trying to
still,
destroy
you're going to at
Speed's
least
ability,
know that
but
this is
nothing there
pressure,
this time.
no matter what.
In fact, as usual, it's Durka taking a little bit of early aggression. But all of that was just a ruse, an attempt to
Heretics
try and
look
sell a
strong.
play, 'cause
Yeah,
they do
ever
look to
since
head
Woods
towards
come
the
in,
speed
they
side
look...
the end.
I mean, they look good before that.
Looks like Fnatic are stacking
But
up
somehow,
versus
I mean,
Heretics.
somehow it's just an extra
Coming at the wrong
upgrade.
time. Maybe it'll get them somewhat of an early flank, but not at this stage. Heretics set their sights on B. Knife goes into the back, doesn't catch anyone. Traps will still be online. Snake bite in from Boaster.
45
Lets them know that he's
seconds,
here
one
as well.
molly
You're
still for
running into a
Boaster, double
Cypher
kill
and
trips.
Viper setup. It's going to be tough to break this defense. That was committal from Miniboo.
Wait,
not a fake
wait, they thought it was a
flash. In
fake.
fact, he's all the way
Okay.
through, but the flash poorly timed gives Fnatic a way back in. Benji fishy. Okay, he's good for one, but the flash gets him. The decoy
so
doing its
calm.
job. Woot,
Okay, Wood just needs to do more damage.
a reliable player in clutch
Oh boy, he can win
situations,
this
and
now.
shots don't hit for Alpha. A very tough game indeed. The 3K for Woot just around the corner.
Dude, I thought
and
they
it's
were gonna
Chronicle
play it
standing in his
safe,
way with
man.
15
Oh
seconds.
my god, dude. Okay, wrap it up, dude. Wrap it up.
Full clutch and an
Bring on the other
11-4
teams.
lead for Heretics.
That's the difference between the two.
Give me the other teams, man.
Benji's going, come on, we
Give me
gotta do
cake
our
open
little
foot.
fist bumps, and Wood's going, I want the orb from the plant. Like, that is a man that is locked
Oh,
in
that's how
right
they played
now.
the
He
1v2
knows he's
though.
getting his ult from this.
They knew he was here, I'm
That's
pretty
the thing,
sure.
Every single piece of information was there. They used the cam to reveal him. They knew exactly where he was coming from, and just the shot's not connected from Alpha yet.
so
This has been
clean.
one of the roughest games I've seen from him in a long time, but the shots we're seeing out from Heretics, the ability of this young man. In week 2, he got his visa. During Madrid, he turned 18, just old enough to play in the league. And right now, top fragging versus Fnatic on a map he's yet to play with this team.
Giving up on this one? Oh yeah, after
And if
seeing
they
that.
win it, they're in the grand final.
They played the 1v2 real bad.
I don't know how many Uncle Eero quotes they read to make these comebacks happen, but now they'll be thinking of life like a tunnel. You might not always see the light at the end, but you keep moving. You'll end up in a better place than where you were. That's their hope. 4 rounds on the board for the defensive side. 1 opening pick secured. Chronicle looking for that little bit more. The timing almost got him, but Alpha's able to deal death from afar. Shots from
Oh
Miniboo,
my god, they are the
eventually
calmest
correct.
players
He's
in the
on
world.
16 HP, but I wouldn't count him out just yet. Hunter's
No,
here to come through.
no.
Huge. So much damage. damage and still chasing down more.
Miniboo ults gets info for his team.
He's got the info to play with the deep flash. He sees the defuse. It's been
Wait.
started. In fact, it's already halfway. They'll see that rising 5 HP on Rien's shock dart through. It's close, so it doesn't catch Leo, and he doesn't get a chance to fire the next, but Miniboo somehow has found a third kill on low HP.
Oh
The
my
gate
goodness,
crash
the mollies
reposition,
to secure it.
perfect. And Boaster now running low on time, low on HP, and low on chances with Boo right around the corner. 12 to 4.
Could just see the spike going up on the other side of the wall. Bro, Miniboo is insanely calm.
It's not happening. The way that Heretics are playing.
He basically
every
sees
single
3
time they
people
needed
here.
it, the star
It's so
lights up the
impressive.
sky. This round, Miniboo was running riot with a little bit of support.
You stick it there, you
as
can't
well.
even stick it because this guy can see the other side of the
These players
flank.
who
It's gonna
weren't
get
even
spammed.
close
Done
to the
rounds
league
no matter
last
what.
year. Some of them weren't even making it to a sanction.
Alright,
We're talking
8
about the likes of
chances
Woot,
to just
who
finish
didn't
this,
get
and I
there.
don't see this number getting low.
16, 16, and 15 kills, leading their way on Breeze. And they have 8 chances to make it to that grand final, to show that the new era of EMEA Valorant sits with them, as it will be back-to-back finals within the region. And it was said earlier in the day, an expectation, I think it was from Alma Putty, who he thinks he'll play if they are in the grand final. He said it'd be Heretics again. I don't know if he would have expected to be able to lose again to this game, but it'll be them who has to try and grind their way back through, because they need so much more from this.
Seems moments away from welcoming Alma Putty and the boys to that lower bracket run. For Fnatic, strange territory.
He's just walked into an empty site.
Old guard.
He's just running the rounds.
8 rounds in it, 8 in a row. Bloody tough comeback for any team.
Oh
to make.
no.
With Benji Fishy having thread the needle all the way through. It's a disastrous start to what needed to be the beginning of that comeback. Benji's looking for more. He doesn't want to get greedy,
Doesn't need
though.
to do anything.
Waiting for the wall to go up, for the info to come in and his teammates to burst through to the site. Gate crash used, Miniboo's here, and Woot's just waltzed in, finding himself Boaster.
What a scary
the leader
team.
Dead. And now, well, he could call from the grave, I suppose, but Fnatic need a lot more than that. A few well-placed shots could get them back through. They've done it millions of times. I've seen it again and again. But here, it's not looking too likely.
Chance is slim. And with the way that they've been playing in these afterplants, it's barely an afterplant at all. Woot wanted to take it into his own hands, and even then he's done damage. It leaves just 2 standing in the way of Heretics and another grand final, and those players aren't even gonna get close.
Respect.
It ends up as
They
a
look
slaughter
very,
on Breeze.
very good.
This map was picked by Fnatic, but it was